Hi, my name is Michaela, and I am currently living in South India. And so I thought I would make a traditional South Indian dish called dosa. So dosa is typically eaten for breakfast and for dinner. It's a lighter meal option, and it's very similar to a French crepe, except instead of eggs and wheat, it is made with white rice and urad dal, which is a type of lentils. Dosa originated in South India, and in the city Chennai where we live, it is very, very popular, and it's one of my favorite things that my mother-in-law makes us for breakfast. Usually you can buy the batter from the store and just make it on the stove, but we decided to make it from scratch. So in order to make dosa, you first start with white rice, and I'm going to do 2 cups of white rice. So now we're going to get 1.5 cups of urad dal, which again is just a different type of lentil. There's many, many types of lentils, and this is the type of lentil that is used to make dosa. Okay, now we are gonna go to the sink and wash the rice and lentils, and we'll be right back. Wash the white rice and the urad dal just by filling the bowls with water and mixing it around a little bit, and then dumping out the water until it became pretty clear. Now we are going to cover each of them with water. So I'm not doing an exact measurement of water, I'm just gonna pour it in until it covers the rice, so that's good. And then the same with the urad dal. Both are going to soak now for about 5 hours before we're ready to blend and make the batter. Urad dal and rice have been soaking for 5 hours now. So we're gonna take our blender, and we're actually going to blend them separately first. So first I'm going to take my urad dal. Oh, and I just wanted to say that we added some fenugreek seeds as well, just to help with digestion. And blend. So it's very nice and blended, no chunks. So we're going to transfer it into our vessel. So this is just the urad dal that we blended. Go ahead and blend the white rice. Okay. Essentially rice milk. And pour it into the urad dal batter. Hopefully it fits. Everything's in there. We have both the rice and the urad dal mixed together, and we're gonna let this sit for 2 hours before it's ready to cook. Okay, so we have waited now 2 hours. If you look at the batter, it's very bubbly on top, so it has begun to ferment, and now we can make the dosa. As you can see, the tava is very hot. There's a lot of steam coming off of it, which is perfect. That's how you want to start your dosa making, but before you actually put the batter on, you want to lower down the flame. So that when you're applying it, it doesn't burn too quickly. So the first step is to take a little bit of sunflower oil. You're gonna put it in the middle, and then you're gonna take this piece of an onion and use it to spread it around. This helps get some flavor in there. It also makes sure that the dosa is not gonna stick to the tava. Okay, now we're ready to put our batter on. So I'm gonna take a full scoop of the batter. Put it in the middle, and then I'm going to press down lightly in the middle until I start to see that the other side is cooking. So you do round and round and round and round till you see the other side is cooking, and then you slowly push it out. All right, now you're going to take some sunflower oil, and you're going to put it all around and some in the middle, just to make sure again that it doesn't stick and it gets nice and crispy. We're going to turn the flame up a little bit so that it can cook faster. So as it starts to cook, the outsides will start to lift up off the tava, and so you can kind of start to help it lift. They'll start to lift, and they'll also get a little bit of brown, right, that you can see right there. Right, so it looks like it's ready to flip. So take it from all sides and flip. Woo! Now this isn't as pretty as the dosa that my mother-in-law makes, but it's pretty good. She has a really great technique. Neat. Okay, and it looks about all done. I could have left it on for a little bit longer, but I think this is fine. I'm gonna put it on my plate and fold it over. And there we have our dosa. Ooh. Seems nice and crispy on the outside. So now I'm gonna try it with this dal that my mother-in-law made. It's lentils and vegetable here that I don't really know what it's called in English. But I'm gonna try a little bit. So this is typically how you would eat it. You would tear off a piece of the dosa and then you use it to pick up some kind of dal or vegetable. So good. And I think this is a really nutritious option. The dosa by itself kind of hits all the macronutrients. It has the carbs from the rice, the protein from the urad dal, and then fat from the sunflower oil that you use to cook it. And it also has a lot of probiotics in it because of the fermentation, which is really good for gut bacteria. And then when you combine it with something like this that has vegetables and has more dal in it, you're adding extra protein and extra fiber as well. And so a combination like this is really filling, really delicious. Next time I would try to make it with brown rice instead of white rice because that would up the protein content and also the fiber content just to make it a little bit more nutritious. Thank you.